This is a killer guitar. In many respects, this has kind of been something I've been quite, I don't know, I've been really infatuated with it and mostly just play it at home. But I've started playing it on the road more because, you know, we're in a van or a Sprinter and you can do it and I don't have to check it or anything like that. This is, okay, so here, this is an interesting guitar. This is a 1955 Les Paul. And it was a gift from my dear friend, someone who I love and respect so much, Christopher Guest.
Wow.
And Chris and I have known each other for quite some time, and we're guitar buddies, you know. And
Spinal Tap, Christopher Guest?
The one and only.
Wow. God, that just... Now, I thought the Les Paul connection was cool, but
yeah.
boy.
Well, yeah, it's kind of...
Now, is he Nigel?
He's Nigel. That's the character.
Nigel Tufton.
But it just so happens that Christopher and I share I'd say a very similar sonic palette. Oh. You know, the things he likes about not only guitars, but mandolins, mandolas. There's this, all I can describe it as is a really sincere profile of the note that is pretty, on electric, pretty much something you'd only find in a neck position. And we just have this, I just love for this thing. Years ago I was at his house and I played this guitar. He bought it in '82, and when Spinal Tap was out, you know, touring in '84, this was the only guitar he was playing on stage.
Really?
And it was really integral, you know.
Yeah.
And he said, "We check out there's this guitar, okay." And I sat down and played, and we both kind of were like, "This is like the great jazz guitar sound," you know, playing through a little Princeton. And anyway, I feel, you know, at a loss of words for how great, you know, fortunate I am that I get to play this. But I've always kept it, like I said, somewhat of a secret because it's just my nature, I suppose. But once I'll show you, once you kind of get into this instrument, I think it actually is the convergence of everything the Collings has and the Telecaster in a lot of ways. Such a good guitar.
God, that's great.
Isn't that beautiful?
Yeah. Yeah. When you're playing, I was just thinking about everything that's come out of that guitar. I mean, like, think about everything that happened between 55 and 82 when he bought it. And then the Spinal Tap music.
I know. Well, I mean, that's one of those, wow, you know, what is anything? It's hard to grasp just kind of the magnitude of what this guitar has represented in different worlds.
Yeah. What a cool life.
It's a cool thing, right? And I feel very much like a steward of it, you know. I'm learning how to play it constantly. And just kind of, you know what it is? You know what I think about with this is, as a player, it's so luxurious. Overtones are clear. The power in the low end is clear. It's like, you know, it doesn't get better. And just as a musician, I think I've learned that, I know this might sound a little silly, but it's almost like I have to believe I'm worth it. I've often played guitars that, like I was alluding to before, that more or less you have to fight. Yeah. And part of that is fun, and part of it is because I don't know what it is. This one, anything's possible, so it really comes down to what do you hear? Yeah. What do you want to play? What's the voice of the music? And this will be 8,000% there for you. And it just really lights me up. You know? Yeah. So anyway, this is a very special guitar.
God, that's great, and it's all stock apparently.
Yeah. Well, I think we put that Mojo. What is it called? The offset.
Well, Joe Glazer makes something called.
Is it Joe's thing?
Joe makes one that it might be that. I don't know. It's pretty.
It very well could. Yeah. I remember that Joe made one. T.R. Crandall, which is my shop in New York. Okay. That's my home shop. They very graciously just put this on to make it work. And
perfect. Well, it sounds cool guitar, just dead on, man.
I know it's. Wow. Yeah, this is a special one.
Yeah, that's fabulous.